obviously in the amount of time that we're here, we didn't do all 9 blocks. We did one of each, but we're going to show you what it's going to look like when you put yours together. Now, this is where you guys get to be the designer. You get to put them together however you want. This is how I chose to do it.
Yeah.
Robbie may choose to do his entirely different.
Oh, no.
Okay? You guys may choose to do yours totally different. Put all the same ones in the same row, mix them up, however you want. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys, give you a little tip on when you've put all your blocks together, how you're going to make it into a quilt. Okay, so what a quilt is a top and a bottom, and sometimes people put what's called batting in the middle to make it just a little bit fluffier. You don't have to. Okay, that is not necessity. Summer quilts sometimes don't have batting. They just have a top and a bottom. Some people put a piece of flannel in the middle. So this is kind of your choice. Talk to your parent, your grandparent, whoever's helping you. But we're just going to talk a little bit here about what it would look like if we decided to put the batting in or just do it the top and bottom. So we're going to pretend like this is our finished quilt. Okay, this is all done. We've pressed it. It's blocked. It's nice and even. This is the back. This is the piece that I've picked to be the back of my quilt. So the first way you can do it is if you're just doing a top and a back.
Okay.
Okay. You want to make sure this is going to be, I'm going to put this right on here. This is going to be the right side of our back. This is the side we like to look at. This is the pretty side.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to make sure your right side is facing up.
Okay.
You can lay it down on your cutting mat, on your table, wherever it lays nice and flat with the right side up. You're then going to take your quilt, the top of your quilt, and you are going to lay it right side down.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't do it that way, you do all the work and you sew the whole thing together, you're going to be really disappointed when you turn it. You're going to have one of the wrong sides facing. Okay. So what we would do is we would pin all the way around it. Leave an opening.
Okay.
You got to leave an opening or you're not going to be able to turn it. So all the way around, 1/4 inch, just like you've been doing all along. You may want to use some extra pins or clips just to hold everybody in place.
Okay.
Sew it all the way around. When you turn it, you would turn it and it would come out like this.
Yeah.
Okay? So then, have you ever put a quilt together? Your mom ever put a quilt together? What did they use? Did they tie it? Did they quilt it?
They binded it.
Yeah, they put binding.
Yeah.
Okay. So binding is a little more challenging for beginners, so we didn't do binding.
Okay.
We used what's called the envelope method.
Oh, yeah.
So once you flip it, you can use yarn, you can tie your edges, your inside, you can do hand quilting.
Yeah.
That's something you're going to ask the adults. You know, an adult is going to help you do that. Now, say you wanted stuffing in it. Say you wanted that batting in it. You wanted yours a little bit thicker. You
probably sew it, and then when you envelope it, then you put it in.
You think so?
Like a letter and a card.
Do that. That could work, but your batting's going to be all wrinkled up inside.
That's true.
There's no way you're going to get it even. So I'm going to give you a tip on how to do it. Okay. So most people, this is the tip, guys. Most people would lay this down. They're going to put their batting on here.
Okay.
They're going to put it like this. They're going to sew all the way around. They're going to flip it. And what's going to happen?
It's going to flip with it.
Your batting's going to be on the outside. And you're going to be really mad because you don't want that.
No.
No, you want your batting on the inside. So this is the tip I'm going to show you guys. You're going to lay your batting down first.
Okay.
Then you're going to put your back down with the right side up. Make sure that right side is up. You're going to put your top down just like this. And I am going to pin it in place. Okay, I'm going to take this over to the machine and I'm going to go all the way around it real quick. I want to make sure I leave an opening for turning it though, okay? That's probably one of the most important things. So many times people go all the way around and then they're like, oh, great. No, I can't turn it inside out or right side out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've come to the end of going all the way around it, leaving an opening. I'm going to bring it back over here. So with anything else, if your batting was cut a little bit bigger or your back was cut a little bit bigger, you want to even it up. So I'm just going to take my ruler and my cutter, and I'm just going to even these edges up nice. That way we don't have a lot of extra bulk underneath. The ideal would be to have these all cut exactly even. But that doesn't always happen. So we want to even these up. And then the other thing we want to do, if you're making anything that has corners like this, when you turn it, you don't want to have bulk in your corners. So you're just going to trim. And these guys, the last project we did talk a little bit about this. So they're going to take and they're going to just trim. I like to use scissors for this just so I don't accidentally cut my stitching. And I'm going to trim my corners off. Okay, even on a quilt, you want to do this because you want your corners to lay nice and flat. Okay, so we got all that trimmed off. Now we're ready to turn it right side out. So I find my little area here. Just reach inside, grab it. We're going to pull it all the way through. And this is where you can, if somebody in your family knows how to tie a quilt, you can take yarn and tie it. If you have somebody who knows how to quilt, has quilting, the ability to quilt it, you could quilt it, or you can just leave it. So this is going to be your quilt. Beautiful. Your edges are all finished. You're going to top stitch around, just folding that in, and then top stitch all the way around your quilt, and it's going to lay nice. Beautiful. It's finished. There we go. You've done it. Hey, sweet. You guys are going to have so much fun doing this. Yeah. If you have any questions, if you have any places that you're not quite sure, please give us a call here at My Girlfriends. There's always somebody here that's going to answer your questions for you. Yeah. You know, you may even get Robbie. You never know. But we're more than willing to help you. If you get stuck when you get to the point of quilting it, you're not sure what you want, give us a call. Okay? So, any questions? No. You think you got this? I think I do. You ready to go finish? Yes. Okay, he's going to finish putting his together. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it was great, Robbie. And like I said, if you guys have questions, give us a call. Thanks for joining us.